that is the gift that we are offering for you today. So stay tuned with me. Mela should be on in like but I guess I can introduce myself. My name is Marta Macias, and I am a proud Mexican American mom living in beautiful California. Beautiful California. We can't afford to live here, but here we are. Nonetheless, here we are. And so, I've been on a journey where I've never really had enough to live the life that I would really want to live, which is travel the world. Welcome in, you guys. Okay, let me welcome you in because I could get lost. Hi, Betty, Mireya, Mireya, Wendy, Osuna, Johnny. Bienvenidos. Welcome. You guys share the live, okay? We're talking about really great stuff. You're gonna be learning some really um important information that if you truly want to change your life and you're serious about it, thank you, Cesar, but like you're truly serious about it, then I have the solution for you, okay? Oh, where did I leave my pen? So stay with me, because I'm gonna interview Mela Martinez. She's doing this online business from Nayarit, Mexico. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, mi chula. Welcome in. Mendez, Web, Cynthia, Sandration, Selfie Queen, Nettie Twin. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, Cesar. Thank you. También ya have been a radio persona, no? Because I do like a lot of like wah, 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 wah. Thank you, mi chula. Chela Sánchez, where you watching me from, babe? ¿De dónde me están mirando, mis amores? Hi, Lori, Rubén. ¿De dónde me están mirando? ¿De dónde me están watchando, chicos? Yo vivo aquí en Los Ángeles, Cali. Okay, so all my whole life, okay, my whole life, the program that I have been part of has been the work program, correct? I have worked like where haven't I worked not worked? I've been a security officer, I've worked at Pollo Loco, I've done caregiving, I've done security. Oh my god, like hilarious, okay? I was literally guarding a private school with no GUN. Hazme el favor. You know the first one that's gonna DIE, right? I will be the first one to DIE because I was literally like in the front. Las cosas que uno hace casi se moribundea. My goodness. I was also a dorm parent, and then I became a homeless outreach worker. Then I became a homeless housing navigator. My goodness. I mean, when I say it out loud, those are a lot of places to work at. Hold on. ¿Dónde estás, Mela? And so, like, I've been programmed to believe that, like, just working is like where I'm supposed to be. Thank you for sharing the live, Miss Cynthia. If we're not friends, go ahead and click all the buttons. Go like this, boom, 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 boom. So the live can go to like freaking the Polo Norte, okay? Tell me where you guys are watching me from. I have a very incredible interview if this woman ever arrives. Um, so I started learning about how to market my brand. I didn't really understand that I had a brand, but everybody has a brand. Okay, we freaking stress out about it. What's my brand? What's my nicho? What's my everything? Who am I talking to? Oh my god, we like stress over everything. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what it means, what a brand is, okay? Let me tell you something. So, oh shit. Okay, so what is a personal brand? Your personal brand is how people perceive you online. It's what you're known for. Like, what do you freaking love to talk about? What are you passionate about? What que ya te dicen, ya cállate. Branding isn't just about logos and colors. It's your message. Like, what are your values? What is your presence? What do you represent? Right? Do we have that clear? So me, my brand is about empowerment. My brand is about women empowering women. Like I want to get women to stand in their positions where they belong as freaking queens of the universe. You guys are queens of the universe. Ahorita están como pinche Cinderella trapeando el suelo. But you guys are freaking queens, okay? You guys are meant for freaking greatness. Pero si ustedes no lo creen, if you guys don't believe in yourselves and you guys don't take the first step, then you are, I mean, it's going to be hard for you to take the next step, right? And you might stay there for like 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And let me tell you, living with guilt for that long, it does something to a person. It does something to a person, okay? The older you get and the more you realize that like time is ending and that you want to do so much but you have so little time to do it. So if you're getting this message right now, then you need to comprehend that perhaps you're ready for it. Whether you think you're ready for it, you're ready for it, okay? You're ready for that next step. You need to level up, baby. You need to level it up. Because, with no change, there's no growth. And without no growth, there's like nothing, right? There's nothing. Like, what are you working towards? And I'm not telling you this because I'm telling you, like, if you don't do this, then you're not going to be shit. No, that's not what I'm trying to say, okay? But I'm giving you a solution because I know that a lot of times the chip that you have been given has been a chip of like working really really hard and making a lot of money, right? If you work hard, you're going to be financially free. False. If you work really hard, you're going to be able to like travel. False, because we save for like a vacation, and then like an emergency comes out, and then there you go, like you're freaking like plastering la maldita llanta. And so I want to give my incredible women like a different kind of perspective. I want to give you guys a different opportunity that I have discovered in the online space. Or your vacation request gets denied. Yes, girl. Thank you, Luna. Oh my God, I've seen that happen over and over. Dude, I wouldn't even ask permission at the end. I'm just like, I'm gonna go pick up my kid. I know vidrios. And but for a really long time, I like had to ask permission. And I think the older that I got, it just made me feel even more and more uncomfortable with having this other person determine like what was gonna be of my day. I'm like, I don't know if you guys are gonna understand what I'm saying, but like I just got to a place where I wanted nobody to tell me anything. I didn't want anybody to tell me what to do. Like I just wanted to like feel that like freedom, like I actually had control over my own freaking life, which like most of us don't, because we depend on that mother bleeping paycheck, right? Fucking enslaved. We're like slaves to that damn paycheck. Yes. And don't even say that that's not true, because I know for a fact that over like 70% of women are like fucking living in poverty. So don't even tell me it's not true. Yes, Marta. Yes, my love. And that is unacceptable. Let me tell you, that is mother bleeping unacceptable. I'm trying not to say a lot of bad words because I love to say bad words. Mira, Marta, if we continue on the system where we are right now and where we have been for the past 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, whatever you have given to this world, nothing is ever going to change, and you're just going to get older, and then they're not going to need you at the job anymore, because it's a reality. Cuando te pones ya bien frail, cuando te duelen todas las coyunturas, which is like joint pain, right? Because you're doing repetitive, you're doing repetitive motion at that job. Es cierto, mija, porque mira, si no nos despertamos ahorita, if we don't start waking up right now, we are going to wake up in our 70s, and we're going to be like, oh my God, like, what have I been doing for these past 10, 15 years? And it's a really sad moment, let me tell you, because I have been waking up for the past 5 years, just just bombarded with all these informations, like, oh my God, like I want to do better for myself, but I don't fucking believe in myself. Oh my God, but I need to do something. But what do I do? I don't even know where to start. It's a hard place to be at, my friends. But it doesn't have to be that hard. Like, life should not be hard, that hard. I work for Amazon 3 years already. I'm tired all the time, but I do it for my babies. Yes, yes, Marta. Look it. This is why I show up every single day because I want women all over the world to understand that there is something else out there. One of the things that really pisses me off is when people like, pues no hay de otra, no hay de otra. And I'm just like, Martha, don't take it personal. Like, everybody's in a different place, everybody's in a different journey, right? So, like, who the hell am I to go and freaking judge somebody that is like truly happy at their job? And like, I'm happy. Like, if you're happy, I'm happy. Like, that's all that matters, right? Right? Life should never be a struggle. No, like, we should be living our best life, Marisa. Like, a human being was not just meant to be born, to fucking get traumatized, and then to continue going through more trauma, and then to be put in a job, and you're expected to be this perfect person and get paid fucking like $15. I mean, where the fudge does that make sense? And I really hope that I am not the only one that sees it this way. Am I the only one? I cannot be the only one in the entire freaking world that sees this clearly. I mean, I know that I've been blind for a really long time, and I'm sure a lot of you are blind too. And you're probably thinking, esta pinche loca de dónde salió? Yes, I am so jealous of my husband because he answers to no one with our business. Hell yeah! What kind of business do you have, my love? And I remember you. I remember you. I'm the same. I'm there with you. Hi, Martica. No, you're not crazy. Okay, thank you. Thank you for affirming that because, sometimes you do feel like you're the only one that is like unhappy, even though everybody's complaining around you, but they're still waking up at 4 in the morning, kissing the babies goodbye, going to invest 8 or 10, 15 hours of their day, and then coming home and being freaking exhausted and mentally burnt out and not even wanting to talk to your kids. You're like, mama needs some like mental health moment. Oh, but it was okay to go out there to do the job and give the better version of yourself and then get home and be like the bullshit version of yourself. Because I know that I can be a biatch when I don't have that patience in that like energy that I have already invested with the homeless community, right? Because you guys know that I have been a social servant for like years and years, okay? Like years. I think ever since I was maybe 6, 7 years old, I was attracted to like helping people. It was like the weirdest thing. And my sister's like, aren't you scared? And I'm like, scared of what exactly? I don't think my brain like could comprehend that somebody could like kill me. I was like, whatever. Like, oh my God, I have another story for you guys, by the way, about that, putting myself in like a scary situation. You feel so frustrated because I've been there. Right now I'm on maternity leave, been expecting it, extending it. Oh my God, you know what? Yes. And this is like such a perfect business for you, Marta, because you could do it from your home. Like, you could do it. You just need your phone and Wi-Fi. Okay. And you're going to be home with your baby. You could be a present mom, and you can also be learning the skills that you need on how to monetize on social media, which you're going to get all that information. But you need to get new skills. That's like priority. Okay. Monday. You need to learn the skills that like people all over the social media are learning in order to make freaking bank. Okay. I mean, for God's sake, like, it's literally like a proven blueprint that I'm gonna be offering you. A step by step, así mira, a step by step, no tech required. Like, you don't need to be tech savvy. I'm not tech savvy, pero ¿sabes qué? Yo me pinche aviento, morra. Yo me aviento, aunque así me dé un chingo de ansiedad. And I'm like, I am gonna like, if I did it for DHS for a whole year, I had to learn a new system. No matter where you go, like, si te cambias de esta Walmart a aquella, puede que parte del sistema sea un poquito diferente, ¿verdad? Yes, yes, Marta. Mira, no la pensamos el despertarnos todos los días a las 4 de la mañana para ir a ponchar para un jefe que te va a pagar una miseria. Pero cuando se trata de darle a tu persona esa misma energía, morra, ¿qué pedo? Se te hace bien difícil. Ay, no, 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 no tengo dinero. Ay, no, 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 no tengo tiempo. Podemos poner miles de excusas, pero llega un punto de la vida que uno llega hasta el mero fondo de la mierda de abajo y uno dice, o aquí me agarro con todo el maldito impulso y le doy para arriba, I stay stuck in the shit. And it's a choice. It's a choice, like everything in life, not like everything, okay? You know what I mean. Hi, Queen. How are you, mi chula? My purpose of coming on today was because, I wanted to interview, Mela. She was one of the first women that purchased from me, and she discovered me while she was living in Nayarit, Mexico. I don't know if you guys know where Nayarit, Mexico is. So why was she able to find me? Because I had been learning how to market for myself, for my brand. That's why I get 100% commission. Do you guys want 100% commission? It feels fucking amazing when like $900 hit your bank account and you're like, oh my gatos negros, Dios mío, I didn't think this was possible. I didn't think this was possible for me. You know what I mean? Like, because we can't believe it. We can't believe that like little old me that like no shit like can actually make bank online. That's how I want you to see it. I want you to see it like through my lenses. I know that might be one of the hardest things that I'm asking you to do right now. So, Mela's situation was that she was living in I don't know if you guys know her, but so she was living in Washington. Oh, Mela!
Who knows me? The nose knows me. Oh, you look so pretty. I love your orange. Okay. Oh, how pretty. Te ves bien hermosa. You should have told me. I would have put one on too.
Gracias.
Look at how sunburned I am.
Oh, mi amor, sorry.
You want me to show you?
Show us.
That's it. That's all I'm showing you.
Oh my God, Mela just got back from the beach.
Yes, yes.
So
I had a cap
that
on,
I was
so
talking to you guys about.
I'm home.
Oh my God, no se nota, no se nota.
Aquí. Ay, yo lo tengo bien
caliente. Mela, salúdenla, denle
saludos, saludos.
Foundation.
Saludos, saludos a todos. A todos. Hello, my name is Mela. I'm originally from the state of Washington y aquí vivo en Nayarit, Mexico. And it is so beautiful, 84 degrees. And that's why I had my cabello todo así, and todo that and everything. And then I came from the stores like, because it is so hot. But I thought, aquí estoy con mi agua. Hi, Marta.
Okay, so.
Hello, chula. Hi, Mrs. Reddy.
So, saluden a la Mela, saluden a la Melation.
A la
yo no sé
Mela.
qué le ocurrió. Yo no sé lo que Mela estaba pensando el día que me compró a mí. Se me hace que a lo mejor le dio como un ataque de corazón porque se le paró el corazón y no supo qué hizo.
No, ahorita les voy a decir qué pasó. Ok.
Te voy a hacer la pregunta, ¿ok? Porque voy a entrevistar a Mela.
Yes, you are.
Te voy a hacer la primera pregunta.
Okay.
So what made you start looking for a way to work online? And what challenges were you facing at the time?
Okay.
Because I feel like
Good question.
a lot of women or a lot of families are looking for like what we say a way out, right? Like an opportunity. But sometimes like we cannot see it even if it's in front of our faces, right? Or maybe it's not in our face because we don't even know it exists.
Exactly. And that exactly is what happened to me. Okay. I used to work, contract work for the state of Washington for the DCYF. So I worked with kids in the foster system. I had to be that person that was in between the foster child and the biological parent. And so I was having to listen, watch, what kind of everything. I had to look at everything and then document it for court purposes. That was my job. And I was doing it 7 days a week. I go ahead and I get married to my husband, who is from Mexico, does not have US documents. I knew sooner or later that I was going to have to move to Mexico because, that was what was going to happen. So what happens? The day finally comes when he says, you need to come home. 4.5 years after we got married. I mean, I almost lost my marriage because I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do in Mexico? My Spanish, I mean, I speak it. I'm not going to go and get lost or anything like that. But, they know I'm not from Mexico. And although I do have my citizenship now because mom was, mi mamá era del estado de Durango. So I got my citizenship through her. And I finally moved. But before I did, it's like, what the hell am I going to do in Mexico? How am I going to help my husband? And 4.5 years of, working and working and working because I did not want to go and be in Mexico and not have a job. So I was working my ass off. Excuse my language, but
Mela, that sounds like a really stressful situation to be living.
It was so stressful because my husband's like, when are you coming home? When are you coming home? And then when I would come home, it would be a month or maybe 2 months. And then I would go back to the States and my kids were like, do you get to visit or do you have to work? And so
Mela,
I was just like,
yo jamás, si tú fueras mi vieja, jamás te dejaría que viajaras así sin mí. Like, jamás, porque te quiero tener conmigo. Y porque
well, that's how
bien
he
rico,
was. And
cocinas bien rico
so
también.
he goes, ya no. And so I'm over here, okay. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to go ahead and work for a medical facility and I'll do remote work. Pero el Wi-Fi acá en México, o sea, donde estoy yo, it doesn't work all the time. Y mucho menos en el tiempo de las aguas. I do not, the Wi-Fi does not work very well. I can hear you. And so, so I'm getting lost of my track.
Don't look at my pants, okay?
Well, the blouse looks beautiful.
This is what it means to work from home, y'all.
I know. So where was I? Tell me where I was at because I heard Marta whispering. Where was I? What was I saying?
You were talking about
I was trying to get into a medical facility and I wasn't able to because the Wi-Fi was not at its best. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go online. Cochina. Oh my God. And I went ahead, listen to me.
Sorry.
So I went ahead and I came here on TikTok and I found digital marketing and it's like, okay, let me see. But I was wondering, well, does this really work? Does this really work? Can I really get 100% profit? Can I really do it from Mexico and it's mine? But I don't know. I don't even know what digital marketing is. That was the biggest thing. It's like, how am I going to get into something I don't even know anything about? And I'm going to invest. That was like the scary thing for me. I don't do tech. I don't like tech at all. Marta knows I do not like it.
Mela, what was more stressful? What you invested or like just that you didn't have the tech skills? And then what happened when you felt that you did not need to have tech skills?
Oh my gosh. I always think scam or the anxiety to meet people. Oh yeah. And you know what, Miss Reddy? I don't have to speak to people. And if there's anybody that knows that I'm not much into talking to people and Marta's like the total opposite, she's a very happy people person. And I'm like, leave me home and I'm good. But and that's how I am.
Mela and I don't have to go bugging friends and family. We don't have to go DMing people because the people that want to do this or want more info, they're going to find you and they're going to ask you for the information. You do not have to be chasing
nobody.
People that are
you
not
never
even
hear the word no because you're never asking anybody. They're looking for you.
what I love.
So you don't have to, the anxiety to meet people, nothing at all, unless you want to. I know that there's a couple of families that have reached out that have actually asked me, hey, can I meet you in Tepic? Can I meet you over here? And my husband's like, absolutely not. You're not going to Tepic. You're to
Ay,
these
no, no
families.
pudiera vivir sin ti, no hagas eso.
It's like, but they need help. They need help. You don't know if they need help or he needs help.
Mela, it's the savior syndrome. Savior.
I need to save the world. Mi gente se quiere venir acá. And I need to help them all.
Ay, cállate. Así todo, también soy yo también, Mela.
Marta. You have to, I mean, so, and for those people that have asked if I can meet them, what I will do for them is do a Zoom visit with them. That's, as personal as I can get them, just for my safety. And they're probably just wonderful people that just need information, but not everybody is wonderful, unfortunately. There's some scary stuff that's going on. Look to the little gal what happened to her in Arizona.
Don't say anything scary right now.
No, I'm just saying, so that's the only thing. So we have to just be protective of ourselves. And that's why, people ask, oh, what part of Nayarit are you from? I'm near here. But I don't go and say I'm here at this place because of the same thing. We've always been advised, don't go. Don't go and say where you're at.
No.
Even if you're in the States or even if, you're in a different country, you never say precisely where you're at because, once again, not all people have your best
Good
intentions.
Exactly. But that's one of the things that I love about this, business program, because you are going to be your own boss. You are going to be the owner of your time, which is like freaking amazing, right? So you're going to learn how to master the 2-hour workday. You're going to learn how to master.
Yes.
I'm not telling you you're going to become a master in one day. But one of the things that I love is that like everything isn't automated, right? Right, Mela? Everything's automated. So like Mela does not have to spend that time. Like she's gonna invest it. Okay, go. Oh, should I go to the next question?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so what was it about digital marketing? Because that's what we know it as, right? We know it as digital marketing, which we already know that it's so much more than that. But we know it as digital marketing. Like, what made you say, like, this is exactly what I am looking for? Like, what was that? Because I think people need to hear what like a real woman like goes through, like the feelings, right? That you go through when you're like, ay, gracias, Dios mío. Like, what was it for you?
I could stay home. I could work around my schedule. I don't have much of one, but I could do it. I mean, a few hours a day. Like today, I already made one piece of content. I've gone live. I went to the grocery store. I did laundry. I made breakfast. I did all of that, and I'm here at home, and I am earning and learning and helping so many people, and especially, oh my gosh, helping los Latinos is something that I have always wanted to do. And I've always tried to do that. Somebody at the grocery store that doesn't know how to speak, I'm there for you, buddy. Somebody, at the gas station, I'm there. At the airport, I'm there. And now my Lord allows me to do this now, especially in this awful situation that los Latinos are in, and they want to come home and they don't know how or what they're going to do. Look at where my Lord brought me.
Oh my God.
I am just like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, my Lord, for allowing me to be doing this, to be here, to be live, to show y'all that I'm just a mom, a grandma, a wife from a very small town in Washington State. Didn't even know what digital marketing was. I can't stand technical stuff, but I'm doing this and I'm helping others. And you know what? The blessings begin to just shower you. Hello.
Welcome in. I am interviewing Mela Martinez. She is watching us from Nayarit, Mexico. Mela was one of my first clients that I had that she invested in her own business, but she purchased from me. Okay, so that's where our journey began, and I love, like, she has a really incredible story, and I always share about her journey because sometimes we're so close-minded and we can't see farther than what we are living currently. But like Mela's story, like just makes me feel like I give you guys like a really clear vision of what it is to have the freedom that you deserve. It's the freedom that you deserve. You just need to say like, yes, I freaking want it. Like, yes, I want it. I'm willing to do whatever it
Yes.
takes.
That's what it is. The willingness to do what it takes. Oh, but I don't get this part. Don't stay stuck. Don't stay. How long did you have to continue with your job in digital marketing before saying, okay, I'm making, you know what? Within less than 10 days, I was in profit mode. Less than 10 days, I made my first sale. I invested in the $900 plan because I wanted the 4 streams of income.
I was going to ask you, why did you choose that one?
Okay, so we have the $900 plan, the $600 plan, the $300 plan, and the $100 plan. When you get in at the $900 plan, you can sell all of these all day long.
Did you ever think like, oh, let me invest in the cheapest one and like the less expensive one? And why?
You know why?
And why not?
Because I was going to do the same amount of work that I was going to do for the $100 one that I'm doing for the $900 one. And what was I going to be getting? $100 instead of $900? I wouldn't be able to sell anything else but the $100 plan. So I said, you know what? I'll eat frijoles for the next whatever, but
you know what,
give me the
Mela?
$900 plan.
There are some people where them investing $100 in themselves is like huge because
absolutely. And if you can just start there, if you can. If you can start there, start there. Yes, yes. But if you can find something under the cushions or whatever, or sell something mm-hmm. or have a yard sale or sell your kids, do it.
Not the kids, not the kids. Oh my God, maldita cosa.
Sell your pets.
I didn't approve that, miss.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't sell them. Maybe one of them. But
somos chistoretas, pero somos bien profesionales.
Okay, back.
Pero, mira, la vida debe de ser como lo que tú quieras, ¿verdad? Si tú quieres reírte mitad del día, pinche ríete. Pero cuando se trata de que quieres tú no nomás sobrevivir, de que quieres vivir la vida que realmente tú sabes de que Dios te trajo a este mundo, entonces tienes que hacer cambios. Like, no hay de otra. Allí no hay de otra.
Yes.
Allí no hay de otra.
Absolutely. Do not be afraid of change. Do not be, don't let that fear overcome everything that you don't even want to even try to do something different. So that's something that's very important.
So just to clarify to all of our incredible viewers, that one of the main things that when you saw like, oh my God, I could do it from Mexico. That was one of them, right? I could do it from anywhere. Oh my God, that was one of the things that you needed, right? And then another thing was like, you needed a phone and you had a phone. So you were like, okay, I got 2 right now. Okay, I'm like good right now. And then do you have internet? Todavía estamos trabajando para que le lleven al cerro allá a mejor internet.
I have to have 2 of them, I swear.
No, esa sí se fue hasta el último cerro del
I'm in the cerro. Literally, they had to add dirt to my backyard so I could have one. Because I was like on the barranco.
Are you like a really social person, or are you more like an introvert?
I'm an introvert.
And so as an introvert, because some people might think that you need to be some type of way, right? To be able to do this. And what kind of an introvert are you? Because I know there's different kinds, right?
Well, you know, I can do my content. I can go live, but when it comes to being and chatty around town or doing stuff, I would, like this weekend, I went to the beach. I went beach hopping so I could do my content. And Marta goes, "You're going to go by yourself?" Yeah. What do you mean? Don't you want to be around people? No. I was driving in my husband's truck. I felt like I was just like rah, 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 listening to my music and just I put the windows down instead of air conditioner. No, Mela wanted to have her trenzas on, her ball cap on, and just I was like having the best time of my life by
Something,
myself.
sis? Can I say something?
Yes.
I am
Yes.
so proud of you because the Mela that like started off last year and the Mela 2.0, nada que ver. Oh my God. Before, I feel like before you would just like have more fears. Like, not that you had more fears, but the fears would take over more. Like, they would kind of take over like your day. And right now, like, I could see like the resiliency that you are like, you're
Hmm.
growing. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like that is
Thank
the
you,
greatest
Jesus.
gift of all, right?
It is. It is. And you know, the mindset that we're learning with legacy builders, because we have modules. We have a module and it just says mindset, and it just teaches you how to be a better person and sit at a table where with like-minded people, with people who want goodness for themselves, and then therefore you have goodness that they want to be around you. You don't want to be around people that are going to be negative, that are going to be chismeando all the time. What goodness is that for you and your future and for your kids? Nada.
No
So it's
queremos
like
a las lindas, a las
adios.
listen lindas, no.
Mm-mm. So I'm just like, I'm good. I don't, I listen to several different podcasts and like Mel, ¿cómo se llama? Mel Robbins. Mel
Yes,
Robbins.
I love
Just love
her.
her. I love her. She's just like to the point, and
I love her so
so
much,
if
and
you
I
ever
cannot,
get a chance to listen to her.
I cannot believe that I just discovered her. But hold on, can you please talk to me about this certification with Legacy 2.0? I mean, I almost fainted. I almost fainted when I heard that we were freaking leveling up. I was like, level up, level up, level up, like the song.
Mm-hmm. We are now with Legacy Builders 2.0. We are going to be certified. This isn't just something, like when you go to college and you get your degree, you get your certificate. What we are learning now with Legacy Builders, we are actually going to be certified. We are going to have a certificate stating, yes,
Thank
we
you,
know
Lord.
what we are doing. And if this was a scam, do you think that we would be receiving something like that, or we would be investing in something like that? Oh my gosh. But
I mean, no
I
estamos
mean,
tan
this is
taruga.
no tanta, pero
No tan, tan, tan.
a veces.
I mean, not to say that like we have not made like the bad choices sometimes, because you have
Oh,
like just
absolutely.
you have so much hope that like, oh, this is the one or this is the one, like me and MLM, Mela the freaking job. It's like, we've all gotten stuck in like the wrong systems that just are not serving purpose for our life and our family. They need us, you guys. They need us. Power up, baby. Power up.
Yep. No more working at a job to make somebody else rich.
Hell
That's all we
no.
did. That is the scam. Where did we get? What security is their monthly income? Very good.
Oh my God, most definitely. I was letting you guys know. Okay, so it's gonna be an investment, but the investment is going to be on yourself, okay? Is an investment. Like, I just want you to think about it this way, okay? Because you either waste it or you invest it. Because you can go to Starbucks every single day and the same thing that you're gonna spend in a week, you can freaking get your freaking badass business working for you 24/7 like in the next 3 days.
Yep.
And you just gotta learn your freaking like, who the hell are you? Like, are you anybody? Are you fucking alive or are you dead already? Like, we're trying to wake you up, baby girl. We're here to wake the dead up. And I don't mean disrespect when I say that, okay? Like, please do not take me wrong. I just mean like, you guys have we have I'm including myself, Mela too, because Mela was a zombie for a really long time. But that's all we knew. That's all we knew. We didn't
Yes.
know better. But now we
Nope.
do, right? Now we do. So that's why we're out here. Okay, next question, me chula. how has your life changed since starting this journey? And just like speak from your like beautiful heart.
You know, I love being a housewife. I really do. And I love taking care of my husband. And I can do that now. And I'm home and I'm working like little here, little there. And I'm making my breakfast and I go into my training. Then I'm, I do my content. I've made content while I'm putting laundry up to dry. I'm doing content while,
I love it.
and that's part of
Thank
my
you,
work.
honey. Thank you.
So,
Mela, when you were
Miss
showering
Ready
in the
Life.
rain. Mela, when you were
Oh my
dancing in
gosh,
the rain.
yeah. Oh,
Oh my
it's just
God.
so liberating to just
Love it.
be
I
here in
love
Mexico.
it.
Sometimes I
Oh
just
my
have to
God.
pinch myself. Like, I can't believe I'm here in Mexico. I'm making US dollars. I'm
Mela,
helping others.
Mela is making money off of kissing her horse called Tamarindo and putting some like words on the screen and putting the background music that is like going with that vibe. And like she's getting 100% commission for God's sake. I
Yes,
mean,
yes.
literally creating your perfect life, mi chula. Like I'm so proud of
Literally.
you.
Well,
Perrona,
this
esta sí es
weekend,
perrona. Perrona. Ella no nomás
it's just
dijo.
those are my goals. Exactly. My goal was to be able to come home and be with my husband. And now he'll go, Mija, vamos, let's go to Tepic to go get the horse feed. Vamos. I've made, thank you. I've made content where we're there at the horse feed store. Hey, I'm at the horse feed store. Check this out. Like the
Yes.
first time I drove to Tepic and that was something I had never done before. And so it's like, oh my gosh, I want my friends here on TikTok to see that, this is possible. A pocha from Washington State can come out here in Mexico and make it work. Yeah, my Spanish isn't the best, but you know
Ooh,
what? I'm not hurting anybody with it.
that's not even a focus that like our
No,
energy
it's
should be
not. But you know
focusing
what?
on.
Unfortunately, people have made it a
It's a
focus,
struggle.
and made it a point to message me, and that's like, really?
Mira,
Really?
dile, Mela, dile, vaya, ponga este comentario y para que me haga viral, mijo. Vaya, mijo, vaya, because le vas a
I,
contestar y se van a contestar.
I know. It's like, ni de aquí ni de allá, lo que decía India María. Allá
María,
because we're Latinos,
mija.
and over here because I don't speak it. And it's like, where do I go?
So,
So, but you just keep on focusing. You focus on what is good. You focus and que Dios los bendiga las personas que, they don't get it or they're just, they just don't get it.
so what is like one of the greatest things that you could say that was really like hurting you that you had not been able to do because of like you having like your whole life in Washington? What was like that? What was that
Um,
pain that was like just really hurting you?
I mean, besides not being able to be here with my husband, I mean, 4.5 years,
That's what I
four and a
wanted to.
half
Yeah.
years that I was traveling back and forth, and 2 months here and maybe a weekend there. And, the holidays, it was either the holidays with my family or the holidays with my husband. And it was with my husband, but we would do Thanksgiving and Christmas in October with my family in the States so that I could be there with them. And, but we're still close. My family and I are very, very close. But that is what hurt, was that not being able to be with my husband and for 4.5 years. And so finally I'm home, and it's like, it's so weird. Like sometimes I'll wake up, it's like, do I have to start packing? And it's like, no, I don't have to start packing. I don't have to go back to the States. And as long as I know that my girls are good, my grandkids are fine, and my family's fine, I'm good. I'm good here with my husband. And I have family coming over for the summer. I have my sister coming down in October. And so I'm set. I'm so set. And that's the awesome part of digital marketing. That la libertad de hacer esos planes. I don't have to call anybody to say, can I do this or can I do that?
Ay, se me pararon los
It's
pelos, güey, aquí de
freedom. That
nervios.
is freedom, and but we're mindful of our spending and stuff. We're not, we have money, we're going to do this. No, be mindful of what you're making, but just, but have fun. And esto es la libertad. This is freedom to just be home. And that was my goal.
Wow.
Only woman. What only woman?
Oh, our community. We haven't invited people to our community. That's how we
Whoa.
build. Thank you for sharing, Yessie. So our community is going to be, I mean, it is not, it's going to be, it already is. I mean, we just started like a little bit over a week ago. It's going to be a community that we are offering women who are looking for a safe space. Okay.
Yep.
Not only are you going to learn how to freaking retrain this beautiful machine up here, because that's been one of the greatest things that I've been able to bless my life with. And like, not that I am like the woman that I want to be, but I know that I am transforming into her, right? And it's like a day to day. We're going to teach you guys how to make income from your phone, from your home, from wherever you are, as long as you have Wi-Fi. Like, there's so many ways, okay? Wherever bracket you are as in the investment part, like we're gonna figure it out, okay, together. But we want you to know that you're not alone. Like, you are not alone on this journey. Like, whatever fears you might be having or that might be holding you back, it's okay to start like something with being afraid. It's perfectly fine. And if you're waiting for the perfect time, let me just tell you something. It is never, ever going to be the perfect time. So just like do what you gotta do, okay, mamacita? Okay, number 4. What is your mission now? Why do you feel called to share this opportunity with others?
My mission is to help other Latinos. Los latinos que quieren venir a regresar a México, los latinos que tienen que regresar a México. I want to help them. I mean, everybody's welcome, don't get me wrong. But you know what? I did the legwork. What can I do in Mexico? I looked, and this is what I found. As long as that I am present and that I am coachable and I am here every single day, this works. We're working with a 100% proven blueprint. If I work it though, if I have it right in front of me, if I have all this information in my phone, on my laptop, and I'm not doing anything with, pues no me sirvió. They lied. No, we didn't lie. You just didn't work it. So I am here. I am present. I am in my training and I am learning and I am helping others. I have people that are coming from, all over different parts of the United States and, hey, I need help.
Mela,
I'm bringing my family.
Is it usually families, right, that you've been working with recently?
Yeah.
Like, are you talking
I'm bringing
to
my
me?
family. I'm bringing my
like
family.
a whole family? Like, how many kids? Like, a lot of
Their
kids?
whole family. They're bringing their whole family. We're done. We're tired. A lot of people have said, I'm tired of being in fear. I'm tired of being in fear. I want to go home.
Porque están
Other
deportando a
people,
muchas personas,
they speak.
Mela.
I've been speaking with several. I've been speaking with people that, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I don't speak the language very well. I was brought when I was younger.
Yeah.
This is what you can do.
And they're afraid to like get deported and like
They're
the kids not to have
because
anybody.
it's like, what am I going to do? Yes, yes. But then you have the people, like my husband that, when I asked him and I said, were you afraid? And he goes, Mela, he said, being afraid is being over there, having to go and look over your shoulder to see if ICE is behind you, to see if La Migra's right there. That is fear. He goes, now, mira, he goes, let's go get a cono. Vamos por unos tacos. Esa es libertad.
Oh my God, you're right. It's not about the money. It's like not living in that freaking fear. Imagine your nervous system.
That fear. that fear. It's just like so many people have told me, I'm tired of being in fear. I want to go home,
My
that I don't know what I can do.
goodness.
I have this gal that lives here in Guadalajara. She speaks English just like I do. She works for a call center every single day. She gets 900 a month, a month. And they asked her, well, is that doable? And she goes, yeah, it's doable. She goes, no, they asked her, she goes, can you live off of $900 a month? And she says, it's doable. And it's like, girl, I've been working, I do not want to work for doable wages. And too many people are coming back from the States working for with doable wages.
But you
This
know,
is like,
but you know why, right? You know why?
it was safe.
We truly believe that that's all that we're worth.
Yeah.
We are given this
Mm-hmm.
like program, and it's very limited. Let me tell you, it's very limited for growth. Very little growth in that system. So of course you think like, okay, thank you, especially if you're a grateful person. Thank you, Lord, for these 900s, because we're like, it's like we're surviving, right? And we like just learn how to survive year after year after year after year. And that is the same system that you are giving your own child. That is exactly the same freedom you are giving your own child. So
Hi,
I want you
Jody.
to think about that. You don't care about you, forget about you. But think about your children. Oh my God, just to think that like my daughter is gonna be like humiliated in front of like this mofo that like even deserve her to be there working for him. I'm just like, if that doesn't piss you off, Martha, then I don't know what the fuck will. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I get really passionate, you guys. I'm gonna erase that part for sure. Uh, but like, do you understand like that frustration that a mom has, Mela? Ooh,
Absolutely. You want the best for your kids. You want them to grow. You want them to learn. You want them to be as successful as possible, and not just monetarily wise. I mean, right here, that strength that's going to allow them to, you know what? I don't have to work for somebody. I can work for myself. I cannot be afraid of to learn something. I would be more afraid to just be here and then in 6 months later, I mean, still be at the same place because I was afraid not to make a move. I was afraid to just do anything. Yes, take your power back. Absolutely.
definitely. One of the women that purchased from me, was a single mom. She lives in Compton, not very far from LA where I live. And, she found me on TikTok as well, like, like Mela. And it was around the same time that Mela was also like considering, starting her own online business. And so, this woman, kept on commenting. And like, I think she had watched me for like over 2 months. You probably watched me like about 2 months, right? Like about 2 months, you watched me 3 months. And before Mela purchased. And so this other woman, was sharing with me that her son was born with like a disability, so therefore she needed to like tend to him like 100%, but she couldn't because she couldn't survive without having a job, right? And so finding this opportunity has given her like a way that she can solve her problem, because she cannot leave her son. Like her son cannot live by himself, like period. Like he depends on her like 100%, right? And so, as a hairdresser, like of course you have to go to people, or you got to go into the salon and whatever's. And so she has never done this before, Mela. She had never ever heard of digital marketing. But when I say that, like I know that it's very like it could like very narrow our brain, because we're like, we don't know that information, delete. We don't know that information, it's too scary, delete. So like, ni entró la información. And so she couldn't understand what a digital product was for a very long time. And I was like, okay, like it's okay if you don't understand it. Like it's okay. Like no pasa nada. It took Mela and I months to freaking really understand what the hell we were doing here. But that's part of the journey. You're learning something new. I was like, Mela, tú sí sabes, ¿verdad? Porque
Like, I don't get
and I was doing it before Mela, and she understood it before me, I think. You know?
it. Ay, Marta.
Ay, no, Dios mío. Mela's
Hola,
brain
Luis.
has really good, she has a good right side of the brain. So like I just like that you really want to like make very like clear, like because I know for a lot of people that are like watching us, maybe they're like, oh yeah, this sounds incredible, but like I don't, I don't think like that I'm gonna be able to do this. Like it just seems like something that like only like a brave person can do, or like maybe that knows how to talk like Mela. Like what is something that you really want to like? If that's the only thing that you can leave them with, what would that be? ¿Qué consejo? ¿Qué les dirías to their heart? Because
I would tell you, leave the fear, let it go. You will not know everything before you get into this business. You're going to learn from day one. Do not be afraid to begin this. That's the best thing that I can tell you. Do not allow the fear to allow you not to make a move that is good for you and for your family. Just, and no te quedes con, oh, I don't understand, or I don't understand. No, that's why we are mentors, and we will help you get through whatever situation. And if we don't know, which is that, I mean, it's happened, we will find out. Everything is figure outable, así como dice Marta.
everything.
I mean, what would I be doing? I did not have anything else what I can just go and say, oh, I can do this instead of digital marketing. Like, what was I going to be able to cook out here? Everybody makes tacos better than me.
And then,
It's like,
and then,
I'm,
what were the skills that you were coming with? Like, what did you know how to do? Were you going to be able to do this in Mexico? With the skills that you had, like working your entire
the
freaking
skills that I
life?
had, no. And that's the thing. I think I came traumatized also with, with my skills that I did have. I had to listen really well to how kids were speaking, their body language, their facial everything, and how the adults would talk to them. And so I've just been very analytical with that. And I think that's why I became more of a hermit, because I tend to do that a lot. And I just like overthink, just as you know. And I didn't want to do that. It's like every time I'm around kids, I tend to go back to the skills that I have. And it's like, something's wrong with this child, or this child has been abused. I mean, because I can see it, and I can see it a mile away when somebody's lying. And I just like, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be positive. I worked at a prison with, oh gosh, oh my gosh. Exactly. So don't be afraid to begin. Do not be afraid to begin. That's something that I could, the best advice. Everything is doable, and don't try to be perfect.
Oh my God, that was like a perfect. Oh my God, that was like a perfect. That was perfect. Thank you so much for, taking your time to be here with me today, because it's
Of
like your
course.
time is very valuable, and I'm really appreciative for you. And I have grown so much with this woman. Like she has taught me so much, and
We
I think
both have.
mutually, right? Like we both have grown, because
Yes.
even though I am very like, out there, and she's very like, very in place, and like very like just reserved, and we're both very different, but it's so beautiful how being so different, we are able to work together, and we're able to
Mm-hmm.
do it with love and with respect and with kindness, because
Absolutely.
whatever you're looking for, make sure that you are going to be, you know whether it's a business, whatever it is, make sure that the people that you are, going to be spending most of your day, that they are people that you truly admire, and that you're
Mm-hmm.
growing with them. Like, you're learning and you're like getting out of your shell or your comfort zone. Like, make sure that those are
Yes,
the type of people that you want to surround, because they make a really big impact in your success. Let me just tell you that. Like, that's huge.
absolutely.
That is huge. So thank you so much. I just want to kind of give the four takeaways